Howdy, this is Team Torchys' overview of Wi-Fi and the configuration of a WLAN on Aruba equipment. The way data is transferred wirelessly is through a wireless access point and a controller. A wireless access point transmits over a specific frequency between the controller and the physical links to other nodes. There are a few types of access points, but the one we are dealing with is called a thin access point. This means that the management, the security, and the configuration of the access point is centralized in a hub called a controller. Controllers manage and configure the access points as well as manage their security. The first step in creating our WLAN was configuring the actual controller and adding a access point group. Before bringing up the GUI page, we used PuTTY to input some of the basic configurations such as the time and name of the controller and the passwords and enable passwords. After we did that, we brought up the controller wizard, which allowed us to set up the other things shown on the left column. One of the important points of that was setting up the VLANs and the IP addresses of these VLANs. This allowed us to be able to give other IP addresses to nodes that get onto the access point. With the controller configured, we can move on to setting up our WLAN that's going to be broadcasted from the access point. Once all the configurations are correct, we push them to the access point, and we'll be able to see that the SSID is broadcasting due to these configurations being pushed there from the monitoring section. Under the monitor section, we can see statistics of the data being sent and received, as well as other things pertaining to the functionality of our WLAN. What is important to look at is that our access point is up, which you can see in the small window there in this window. The other important thing is to see that our SSID is being seen, which is in the left column under WLAN. The final check is connecting to our network from a client and running an IP config to show that the client node was given an IP address from the IP address pool that we created earlier. Thank you for watching our video, and have a Merry Christmas.